answer the phone.
Welcome to We Are Live. How can I help you?
It's strawberry shake, double cheeseburger, hold the lettuce. You got curly fries?
That's $13.72. Pull around to the second window.
How do you know the exact
Because
pricing?
they could be. Then they don't even give you a chance to add anything else to your order. They just tell you dumbass the price and come around
All
to
right,
the second
dummy,
window.
come on up. Did you just call me a dummy? I do love that there's like several comics around town, everywhere, that have dealings with that exact situation, and it rings true so much. I could never eat fast food again, but the times I've went through late at night or whatever, plenty of interactions to supply for comedic storytelling for the rest of my life. Good morning. It's We Are Live. It's Chris Denman, Travis Terrell. Today on the live podcast, which we thank everybody for tuning in on the Facebook stream, Travis Terrell is going to Trav-U the Midwestern. We were there recently. It's a brand new barbecue spot downtown St. Louis, and we've got some friends over there, so it'll be interesting to see. I was there live on the scene. It was a little disgusting hearing the noises you were making, but we'll see what that translates into booty-wise. If you want to text in and be part of the show, remain anonymous, 314-669-1431. That line's good at all hours of the day, but during the live show, we can interact with you through there. We'll do some fair or foul. We even got a melee up today. And then at 9 o'clock hour.
Melee it up and melee it out.
Very respected actual reporter David Hunn from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. He'll be in around 9 a.m.
He's back from Houston.
He is. He certainly is. And joining us, as always, he's a video stream master.
Hold on.
He loves crystals. He loves ghosts. He loves his laptop making buzzing sounds in our ear. He's on the possum cam. Flip on the lights. It's Chris Gardner.
Where you at, little raccoon? Come here now.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, man. That mic placement is real interesting today. Hello, Chris Gardner.
Good morning, gentlemen.
And
Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for all morning.
What?
Everybody stay still. Don't do anything.
Calm down. Let's just get on with the show. Good morning, Walnut.
Yeah! Ooh!
Like, I'm not going to say good morning to them.
Nice.
They're our lifeblood.
They are. Wait, what?
They give
I
me
think
life.
I believe that you actually believe that too.
Yes.
I see their crystal energy, and it's absolutely glowing. I love their aura.
Why are you talking like that?
Because that's you.
That's how I talk?
Yeah? Oh, wait.
Oh, do you want me to impersonate
No,
you?
that's not.
Go ahead, Gardner.
No,
No,
don't
I got
encourage
nothing.
that.
I'm not going to do it.
Hey, man.
No, don't. See, now he's got it. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to have a really good guest. We're going to have a popular guest in here. I'm going to be incredibly excited to talk to this person, and then Gardner's going to break out his impersonation of me, embarrassing everyone.
Yeah. Just hold it in the vault.
See, I told you.
Wait to bring it out when it's opportune for me and not so for you.
You're a Harry Potter villain. That's what you are.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
You just...
Same.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah,
I watched National Treasure last night.
Yeah, of course you
17th
did.
time.
I'm like saying that's not even on TV anymore. Was it on TV?
Yeah, it was on TV. It's on AMC.
What?
Yeah.
AMC's running out of a catalog. Did they sell their catalog to Disney too?
I don't know.
House
Some
of Mouse.
good-
Why would National Treasure this be on AMC? AMC shows The Godfather. What is AMC doing?
Godfather, overrated.
No, see,
For fair or foul today, we'll go to Chris Gardner. Gardner, I know we're giving away $10 to Southtown Pub as a
Yes.
prize for the winner that emails to WAL@weareliveradio.com. What you got rocking?
what you got rocking?
It is movie related, actually. And this is because of Avengers Endgame. We saw some news recently saying they had set the runtime
They have.
finally for that movie.
They have indeed officially.
3 hours and 2 minutes. 3 hours and 2 minutes.
It's a long film.
Thank you, Jesus.
So, fair or foul today, movies that run over 3 hours long.
Guess we could have gotten like a gift certificate to Travis's favorite theater, Ronnie's in South County, where optimal quiet viewing can be had.
Those leather seats are incredibly comfortable.
Can we revisit that? Just the attack on your own people. Gardner, I know we've got. I know we've got the Treview of the Midwestern that we need to hack up into a little video for a vignette to share.
Mm-hmm.
But can we make our Twitter clip Travis discussing him turning his back on his own people? I need that. I need that clip. I'll do it myself.
But I want Travis to edit it.
See,
that's fair.
But I don't want it next Wednesday.
Listen here, this
I need
equipment
it.
is
I need
incredibly
it by tomorrow.
sophisticated.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Software.
We have a guy coming by to talk about an internship later today. I bet he could knock out 10 before he leaves today.
I'm telling you, the software, it has to be something NASA.
No.
Or the NSA uses. This is very difficult
You ever
stuff.
see the NSA's flag or logo?
Yeah, it's very.
It's a squid with its tentacles around the world.
Why?
Wow, that's menacing.
But the point is, Ronnie's they had the chairs where you can lean back, recline.
Lean back.
So I wanted to try
Lean
those,
back.
and they
Not
had
everyone
large
had that
cup
now.
holders. And I like large cup holders. It feels like a little nook. Like you can put
For
a couple
tea-
of books
You
in
can put
there.
tea with no sugar in those?
Yes, specifically those.
Good.
But no, yeah, it's that's why I went to the theater. I don't think I should be punished or chastised for wanting to go to a theater outside of my
that's
community.
predominantly
You guys
why.
don't venture outside of your communities at all.
There was no venturing.
There was
You
not a
made-
venture. I went into
you
another
made a
community
choice- you made
to
a
spend
choice
my
to-
money because that's who I am as a St. Louisan. I like to go to other places. I'm not segmented like you guys. You guys are like, oh, I'm in the Central West End. I'm in the Tower Grove. I'm going to stay here because it's safe and cozy. I venture out. I talk to my community. I interact with small businesses. I talk to the leaders that make the decisions that affect our daily lives.
Who's the last leader you talked to?
I talked to Stanger. And then like a day later, he got a subpoena from the federal government.
Huh. You think that's your fault?
No comment. My lawyer, Michael Avenatti, told me not to say anything else.
Boy.
What a run for the St. Louis and Chris. You seeing this lately?
I want subpoenas, and I want it now.
Okay.
A little quiet,
Okay.
but the message got across. We got a comment from Paul. I'm guessing this is directed directly at Travis. You all are lame. ...
That's not necessary.
Who's Paul? Do I know Paul?
I don't know. No, it's a commenter. I'm just happy the Wi-Fi is working at the correctional facility where Paul's.
Oh, that's
Located.
That is
unnecessary.
not
I don't
uncalled.
know.
That is
Not-
uncalled for. He made a fair assessment of our current
Yeah, I can't,
program.
yeah.
And so for you to chastise him, that seems a bit much.
Your word of the day.
I think it is chastity.
That should be your word of the day.
It's been my word of the year. Brr.
For how long?
Man, we ain't got to go into details. 6 months. We ain't got to go that far. I wouldn't say 6 months. Maybe. No, it may have been 6 months.
So fair or foul today, movies over 3 hours long. It's the
Correct.
topic. You can email in wall@weareliveradio.com. You can get $10 to South End Pub.
I know you guys
If
aren't
you
going to go
win.
see the movie, but is that
Us?
too long for you guys?
Oh,
Yes.
no, Avengers Endgame?
You tell me if there was a National Treasure 3 that was going 3 hours?
That's different.
Okay. Chris, what about you? What if there was a Joe Rogan podcast that was
I
in
listened to-
theaters and went
I
on for
listened to
3
one-
hours?
I would listen to one that was 5 hours the other day,
Yeah, I
just
heard
so I
about
could
that.
get through it, just
Jesus.
to see what the hell was going on with the lizard people and pig people being made
What
in
was
Washington,
this?
D.C.
It was
It was Alex Jones on Joe Rogan for 5 hours.
Did I see Joe Rogan on?
Yeah, we'll get to
InfoWars?
that.
He
later
owed
in
him
the
a
show.
Yeesh.
thing. He had to bury the hatch. I strongly recommend you listen to that, Gardner. You would think that the Rogan one was interesting.
I'm gonna have to pass on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insanity, and you'll feel anxiety and depression, and
Look,
you'll have a
man,
hard time understanding.
I'm telling you, look, if I have to cancel R. Kelly, you have to cancel Joe Rogan.
Oh, that's wildly misinformed and incorrect. Can't compare the two.
I think it's about time that you get rid of problematic people, Chris.
I do love the word problematic.
Joe Rogan
Use
is
of it.
becoming problematic.
Slowly but surely.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
He had no bit. I get Joe Rogan's hustle. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
knock
think
his
you do.
downloads and success. No, I do. Wait,
You
let
ever-
me
have you
let me
ever
look
watched
at
it?
let me look at the
You ever
model
tune
of
in?
a really boisterous white man.
A what?
Talking about
A what?
his
No.
ability to
What's that word you just used?
do whatever he wants and say whatever he
He's
wants.
gonna try. You're
What's
not
that?
getting away
What's
with
the
this.
word he just used?
Boisterous.
Did you say boisterous or boisterous?
Boisterous.
I don't think you did.
Boisterous. Hey man, I'm just saying, get rid of problematic people, man. We can all do. That's our cleansing. That's gonna be our cleansing for the spring, guys.
Speaking of cleansing, Billy Fat Pants wants photos of TT managing the high school basketball team.
I ain't getting. Wait, those photos do exist, but I ain't getting those.
Managing.
Managing.
Did you wear a tie when you were the manager?
You talking about when I was a coach?
No, he said managing.
Man,
I
I
think.
played the sports in high school. How many times? Why don't you have drops for that?
Yeah.
Let him remind people that I played the sports in high school.
Well, because when you say the sports, it just doesn't have a
That's
lot of
just-
doesn't
credibility.
flow.
I'm sorry that I'm a professional. I played the
And-
sport. That was pretty good. Chris seen my jump shot. Chris know I can ball. I don't know why Chris sits up here every day knowing I can ball and don't say a damn word about it.
For the melee on Twitter
See,
today.
that's racist as hell. Is that a segment today?
I like this one. I'm
That's
gonna
tomorrow.
I'm gonna steal Gardner's thunder on this. Which of these pressing issues facing the St. Louis region is the most concerning?
This is part of the melee today?
This is the melee at
Okay.
We Are Live Radio on Twitter. Gardner, please, you created the options, which I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of. Can you run us through those options?
Yeah, crime.
Definitely a problem. People getting carjacked all the time. People experiencing violent crimes. Although police data says it's dissipating, but it doesn't look like it has.
Doesn't
But
feel like somebody
doesn't
lost-
feel like it has.
Maybe they're losing paperwork.
I don't-
Okay.
give me one example, just one example of an extreme case of a police presence within 5 feet of this building in the last month. Give me one, just one.
We had one 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Stormtroopers coming in the building. Oh
Is
man.
this GTA?
Oh,
And I text you. Kansas one.
it's brutal.
Fragmentation.
Okay, that's a good one. That happens in a lot of urban areas, but it happens very prominently here in St. Louis.
And that's one of the buzzwords we've heard with the city-county
Yeah,
merger.
we have.
Hashtag screaming bloody merger.
Okay.
Race relations.
Very, very problematic, to say the least.
Chris and I just shut up and let you answer that one.
Yeah, go on.
And then finally, potholes.
Potholes. Now, we once laughed at the gentleman
We
who
did.
stood up at the meeting for the. It was basically it was a dog and pony show.
It was.
that, the NFL put on the town hall meeting. He stood up and he spoke for the lot of us, and we
Well-
laughed in his face.
Well,
We
this
did.
wasn't that. Just to be clear, that wasn't at the town hall.
This was at the mayoral debates.
This was not at the mayoral debate. Man, this is rough. This was at the Board of Aldermen committee meeting, which was
gotcha.
the Ways and Means committee meeting on the riverfront.
I got you.
And it lasted about 3 hours, maybe a little more. And they had a lot of people talking. You had a guy called a Marxist talking.
Oh boy.
You had people heckling others.
Oh boy.
And you, of course, had an older gentleman who said that Mayor Slay, who was mayor at the time, needs to not spend money on a stadium, but on fixing the potholes.
Very smart.
Pothole guy.
That was a pothole guy.
There's also a guy that day that implored the people that were making the decisions to watch the movie The Magnificent Seven
Okay.
and learn a lesson from that movie
Well,
before
I don't know.
casting their votes.
A lot of murder in that movie.
Well, maybe that was what he was endorsing. I don't know.
But the
pothole
pothole
guy
guy-
definitely stuck out that
He
day.
was considered the kook. People were like, we got
Yeah.
bigger issues, pal. Move on. And then the winter happened here in St. Louis, and it has absolutely shredded every road, highway, neighborhood from
Oh, don't
here
worry, we've
to
got-
St. Charles, Missouri.
Don't worry, we've got extreme heat just around the corner, which
Yes.
will then magnify, amplify, whatever you want to say.
So you can't drive more than 10 miles here in St. Louis without coming across at least 25 potholes.
I'm trying
at
to
least.
figure out if maybe one of the TV stations. I don't have the recording of that day anymore. I just have the highlights that I had, and I would like to find Pothole Guy from that day
Have
Talk
him
to
come
him.
in.
and just talk to him.
Talk to him. How did he know?
Like, you
What
know,
else can you tell us about our future? Because you were the only person in that room on that day that was absolutely
you were
correct.
laughed at.
Yes.
you were mocked.
Yeah.
He
me
was.
included. Me
Smartest
We
included.
guy
all
in the
did.
room,
We all
turns
did.
out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The brothers did too. Brothers
I
at the
am
barbershop. Y'all see that fool talk about potholes? That fool crazy. Not anymore.
No.
He is our Merlin.
So I would like to
Merlin
actually
Olsen.
try and
Thank
track
you.
him down if he's still around and just have a chat. Actually,
He may know how Game of Thrones ends. To ask him.
May or does.
Nah, see. He was the man. He is the truth.
Yep.
And honestly, what better way to endear yourself like to the citizens of your city. Like if I was mayor, that would be like in my first 10 days, I'm 10,000 potholes. What? Like imagine the joy. Well, obviously the traffic's going to be a bitch, but people will be like, damn, these roads are smooth. Smooth ass roads, dog. I messed with that mayor. Smooth ass roads.
Could you do a stump speech on it? Just, ad lib or no?
I could probably
for
do
the
one.
people listening at home. Not Travis. Would you explain what the stump speech means? Because Travis is picturing himself on a stump.
No, I'm not.
Doing a
It's when
speech.
you're out going around the country.
Just picture yourself in the back of a flatbed truck.
Like our foreign policy has potholes.
Ooh.
Our social justice system has potholes. But we cannot stand as a city.
Oh, he's on the mountain. He's on the mountain.
I can't get to work to pick up my paycheck. I can't drive down the highway to get my kids. I can't head to the grocery store unless I have to hit a pothole. And that's how we should not
Seth in the
live our life.
Seth in the comments, he almost flew out of his car hitting one on 44 the other day. I believe that. The Galesburg conductor hat tip, hindsight is 2020 to pothole man, choo choo. That's high praise whenever he gives you a choo choo.
You get a choo-choo.
Are there any potholes on Sesame Street? Fair question.
Camera 3, Gardner. I plan on going to the street and cleaning up crime and the potholes. And if you got marijuana, I want it out too. You got the pot? Not on my lot. You got the weed?
But I would like a thought.
See, you didn't have to say all that. Ignorant ass.
Seth also has a question.
I'm glad Seth is here
earlier.
because
Love Seth.
we have a great
Are
segment
you
for Seth.
getting all the weed out so you can keep it for yourself? Are you going to hoard
Yeah,
it?
I mean, that's
Is that
quite
the deal
obvious.
there?
That is not the case.
So
at
people
all.
can say what they want and exercise freedom as long as you like what they have to say. I think that's understood.
Yeah, I think that
Travis.
goes for everything.
I think I'm about to say is that
I'm
not,
on board with that.
I'm about to say is that not the American agenda? Is that's not how we work as a country.
Seriously.
Don't desecrate our flag unless you put a dark blue line through it.
Thank you. I'm glad Seth
Or
is
you
on.
wear it
though.
as a bandana while holding a natty light. Lee Greenwood.
Which also has
is saint.
an American flag painted on
Yes.
the can. Uh-huh. I saw, we were talking weed a little bit. Travis, you're not a big meme sharer, which I appreciate about you. You're more of an original content guy.
I am a content
But there's a lot to
creator.
be said
I
for
create the
sharing
content.
funny things, especially in the Friends of WAL Facebook group. What's this? Is this a combatant weed list? Like, what is this?
I discovered this on the Twitters. Apparently.
Oh, you've unlocked your account, I noticed, too.
What?
Let's dive into that. Did you just,
Oh.
you were craving, you're like, I'm so good, I'm not getting any RTs because I got a locked account. You needed the retweets, didn't you? What's going on with the unlocked thing? Did you do a scrub and now you're comfortable with where the Twitter account's at?
I think at this particular point, I don't know why that is the topic of discussion. I've had a Twitter account for almost 10 years. And now you guys want to
Well, you
dive
locked it.
deep into my
Nobody
Twitter
did,
account.
but you locked it.
You guys just want to sit up here and just talk about things. Dude, this is how you and Maneuver gets off the damn rundown.
Keep my name out your mouth,
Okay,
mother.
there we go. See now, look who we done brought back. Hey, Maneuver, why aren't you in school?
What's good, man?
Ain't no what's good, nothing. Get your ass in class. What are you doing here?
I like orange juice.
No, we talking about weed. You shouldn't be here right now.
My
Go sit
daddy
there.
let me smoke it.
No, he does not. Don't lie on your daddy like that. I know your daddy. He a pastor in the
He
community.
ain't know
Now,
nothing. He whoop your ass.
no, what? Now, why are you talking like that? You was raised better than this, Maneuver. Now here we are. Already half an hour into the show. We already off the rundown.
I ain't know what a rundown is.
Well, you know what? Your mama run down. Now leave. Scat.
Come here, bitch.
Hey, what? No, that ain't.
I'm gonna give you these hands.
Again, is this Chris's impersonation of a black child?
Who said Maneuver was black?
It sounds like you added a little urban to your maneuver.
That Maneuver could be a Caucasian child. It's
Okay.
just
Is it a Caucasian child, Chris?
you tell me.
Oh, I'm telling you. I think it's a black child. You tell me.
I like hip hop.
See,
I don't know. White kids, you said white kids consume more hip hop than black kids.
I can hear the sugar in your voice.
I'll cross you up on the court too.
See that we play other sports too, Chris. Damn.
Not many.
No, we do. We're in.
Why? Something I've been thinking. Why don't MLB teams set up
shop in the middle inner cities. We got the fastest, most amazing people on the planet in this country, and they're down there hanging out in the Dominican. Hey, I'm 5-year-old maneuver. What's up? It's just a thought.
It's a lot.
Think on that. Obama 2024.
What? What is?
I mean, you tell me if maneuver's black or white. I can't discern the difference because there is no difference.
All right, well then let's put these to the test since Seth is on the line. Found this lovely piece of content from the Twitters, and it is
Talking about that green.
it's 50 ways that you can say no to weed. Do you know any of these, Chris? Have you ever had a chance to say any of these to
Well, give me
any of your friends? All right, so one of my favorites is number 13. Back off, bucko. You're bad.
That's
Oh, that's a camera 3 one. Let me go to that one. That's a go.
All right, hang on.
Everybody
hang on.
get a camera
All
shot
right,
for this
no,
one.
Here, you camera 3. Go ahead.
Okay.
Now you are just hanging out, waiting for public transit, and I come up. I'm ready to sell you weed. Yo, dog, you want some of this 10-10?
Hey! Back up, bucko. You're bad.
Okay, I respect your opinion. Goodbye. I'm a well-responding, communication-averse drug dealer.
All right, get Chris's camera. Here we go.
What's this?
This is your. So I'm gonna ask you, do you want some weed? And you have to decide what will be your proper response.
Oh, wait, hang on. I got to
Okay,
pull up
yeah,
the
pull
list.
this up.
I didn't know you needed this.
No,
from
no,
me.
no. Yeah, because I wanted to see, because I feel like you are anti-weed,
No.
and so
No,
because
Now
of that,
now that Joe Rogan has introduced
silly me.
me to it. You know who else has been advocating for weed for decades?
Who is that?
Adam Carolla.
Oh,
You know who used to smoke weed
who is that?
before he got sober? Mark Maron.
This is all weird.
I could probably tell you a story about Jimmy Kimmel having a spliff
Oh,
at one point too.
Jesus.
All
Dude,
right.
Are you ready?
So this is
what about
from
Jason Isbell? Did he
Oh,
ever?
no!
yeah. Oh, Isbell. Yeah, for sure. Before he got sober.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sturgill Simpson sings about weed.
Done?
You're welcome, Travis.
That's right.
All right. Chris, how are you today? Did you
Oh, just good, man. Just living a clean life. You.
man, you know you got a big exam coming up. I figured
School is important.
you probably want to be stress free, you know what I'm saying?
I did. I read some scripture and went for a jog this morning.
How about some of this chronic?
Are you kidding me? Grow up.
That was convincing. That was good. All right, Guardsy. I'll be the dealer.
Is this real? You think? No, somebody made this to make
No,
it
it's
look
probably
real.
was. This is
You
probably.
think they sold this in the Walmart poster stand in 1993?
You know what? I'm thinking about talking to Beebs and putting this on a T-shirt.
You should. Actually, that'd be very
I
funny.
think that's exactly what
Yeah.
we're gonna do. Great. Are you ready, Gardner? Are you in? You have your statement?
Yeah, I'm looking at.
Okay.
No, what about this? What about from Seth? No thanks, Jose, or something like that.
No thanks, Jose. You ready, Gardner?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, man, you going to the Alicia Keys concert? Mm-hmm. Cool, because I got some of that nice green ganja.
Pish posh. Pot is for the birds.
Nice.
I also was considering, what's the other one? There's a cannabis one. Bugger off, you bong addict.
Excuse me?
It's the British version.
Yeah, it seems very, very British. Oh, cannabis is crap, you cretin.
That is good.
I like that one.
18. Get a grip, you sativa snorter.
Oh, nice.
People snort sativa?
I don't know.
I don't think that's.
Sativa maneuver's cousin. Some dog.
Older cousin.
How about number 38? Step out of my zone now.
What is that?
I don't even know. What is that? Is that. Would you say that to Jim Boeheim and the Syracuse Orange?
Step out of my zone. Oh, because they run
Nice.
that
There we
through
go.
the
See
zone.
what I
Yeah,
did
nice
there? That's a
job
sports reference.
Marijuana is for morons. Okay. Why would you put an okay there, though?
To drive home the point.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, this is good. Number 29. I'm calling the Coast Guard.
Why would you do that?
I don't know who. How do you?
They'll take you down the river.
Is that a number? Do they have a number available?
I'm
Is
sure they do if
Yeah.
you Google it.
And the Coast Guard, like, do they? But they're the Coast Guard.
Yeah, I don't.
They ain't got trucks. Do they got trucks?
I mean, why the Coast Guard in
They
particular?
probably got those multi-use vehicles. That
oh,
can
those
go-
things like those hover things that go
Yeah.
in the water and the land. That makes sense.
Those are pretty.
That is pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. If I see that driving down the highway, that I would.
You'd probably go.
I'd be like, I stop doing drugs. I'm like, oh, shoot, Coast Guard rolling like that. Well, shoot, I ain't to be messing
From the
with.
Black Sheep, I will take 8 balls of reefer, please.
I was raised right. I won't light.
I say that.
Try and say that one. I think you'd have trouble with
Yeah,
that
go
one.
ahead.
I was raised right. I wasn't light.
I won't light.
Oh, I won't lie. I wasn't light. I just feel like
You didn't say it wrong. You just didn't read it.
Okay.
No tokes for me. I'm cool.
Okay.
Are you?
If you
Lay
don't-
off. I listen to the law.
24. I don't think they understand how weed works. I'd rather not be a cannibal. I don't. Is that this? This is for. This is
You're
saying no
dumb.
to
That's
bath
for
salts.
the people that. Yeah, that's
You're dumb
bath
if you
salts.
do-
That's for the meths.
You're dumb if you do dank.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Stoners and loners, I'm good. I don't know. It's usually like passing around a large group of people.
Injecting weed is for dummies.
All right.
I like number 5 actually.
What is number 5?
You need to go to jail, himpo.
I
First
feel
of all,
like
this. Okay. Whoever made this,
like
they need
hippo.
to tag their name or something.
What up,
'cause this is
hippo?
not. This is amazing.
Get
Yeah,
a job, you hippie wastoid.
Get off
Was
my
that my
case.
father?
Get off my case, weed stoner.
Get off my case, weed stoner.
This is good. You need
It's
to
like
make
calling
this a t-shirt.
a restaurant a food
Hey,
restaurant.
sit on down, you murder killer.
Yeah.
And food restaurant was necessary to put in front of restaurant. A lot of people in different cultures have restaurants mean something else.
No, they don't.
Do your research.
You have.
Shit. What happens now when they say they have done their research?
Oh, you just have to yield.
Or
I mean, that's
you
my
say,
experience.
maybe do it better.
Okay.
Something like that.
Maybe get better Wi-Fi.
So Jack's gonna make this a T-shirt.
Yes. Even if we have to move some around and add our own. Just
Right.
to,
Just go. Yeah, you need to develop your own.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll develop our own.
What would Marvis Morel say?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's make that, put that on the to-do list.
Okay, putting it down.
And put it on my to-do list, and I'll get to it in May.
Okay. That sounds good.
Boom.
You happy with this list?
But I've never heard honestly, I was looking at this list, I've never heard out loud someone turn down drugs. Does that sound weird? Like I'm saying, like, have you
I've
ever been in the
definitely turned
background?
down many, but I will say, like Dare.
But I've never, like, that's
Dare,
weird.
Dare, like this is parody of some sort.
I
It
do it
has
all
to
the
be.
time.
No, it's
But-
definitely.
But Dare didn't like Dare kind of as kids. Did you guys have Dare up
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Did your school fund it? Or was it okay? Making sure. Didn't know.
Parkway.
The Parkway. Yeah. Right. Sorry. So Dare, honestly, like, kind of told you to say things.
But
like
you've
this.
never
And
said
I'm like,
it out loud in a real
no,
setting.
You're like, you want me to tell that to like a 7th? You're in 5th grade. You're like, you want me to tell a 7th grader? No. I would just like.
That used to be different for
I'd
us. I was like,
walk
you want me
away,
to tell
be
an
careful.
actual drug dealers are outside my. You want me to tell him
Yeah.
and all those guns that I don't want their drugs?
Oh,
I have
and it
to
feels
take the
lame.
drugs.
I remember
fine all the
older.
time.
How do you-
no,
but
no,
that's
no.
different.
But when
That's
you're a
now.
child, I remember being 10 and like a 13-year-old, with a little fruit mustache, fruitcake mustache. You know what they call those? A bad teenage mustache. The BTM looks like foods above your lip.
I see.
Like they've kind of hit puberty and they'll be 5'7" for the rest of their life, but currently you're 5'5", so they look big or whatever. I remember kids like that. You want to smoke? I'm like, I don't smoke, man. And it definitely
What a geek.
did not work out.
What a-
Like I look
what
like a
a
tool.
geek.
Yeah. Because
Now people say it now to you,
they need
Gardner.
to arm you with like comedy. Be like, look at your trailer park ass. I'm good.
That's how you get shot. That's how you get your ass beat.
That's true.
So I wouldn't recommend that either. Now, Gardner, in your case, it's different because you've been sober for what, 6 years now?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
So that's people, and people have a
Mark Maron's
wider
sober,
berth for people
I've
who are.
tried pot during that time though.
You never turned anything. So when you turn something down, then help me understand.
I have tried it.
What do
It
you
does
say?
not work for me.
Okay, but when you
So,
turn down drugs or drinks now, what do you say? How do you say it?
I said no thanks. I'm good.
Okay.
I appreciate
And does
it.
anybody press you past that?
No.
Okay. That's good. That's good that you're surrounded by good
That
people.
would be
then.
super annoying. The people that won't. Like, come on.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Do you drop the I'm sober hammer on them?
No.
Oh,
There you go.
I would. I'd want a quick way out because people just annoy the piss out of you.
No. I don't feel the need.
People kind of weird weirdly tighten up when people say that. Yes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If someone were to offer me that and we're pressing and I would go that route,
Right.
what that leads to, I've seen it before, is a conversation then about it.
There it is.
And I
And you
don't
want to
ju-
have
and I
that
probably just
conversation.
don't wanna talk to that
Right.
person
Right.
anymore.
Right.
Right.
So why do I don't want to further the conversation then?
It's fair.
Have you heard
Do
anybody?
you ever bail and go to the bathroom?
I'm a smoker. I can just go smoke. Let's go have a cigarette.
Gotcha.
But have you heard anyone recently turn down drugs or narcotic of any sort? Like, have you ever heard? Because I'm trying to think of times where I've heard
and
someone
the,
go, "No, man, I'm cool," or "No, dude, I don't do that stuff." Like, I haven't heard that in the wild.
I haven't heard
before.
anyone say, "No, I don't do it." They just decline the offer.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you've never heard someone go, "No way, Homer, I don't get with you stoners."
I have not heard
That
that.
I
in
did not
particular.
use that when the
Not heard
gentleman offered me cocaine to purchase in the bad part of town grocery store.
What was your reaction?
I'm sorry? You need some coke, dude? What?
Why are you asking extra questions after you clearly
Because I
realized what's going on?
I didn't
You
realize
did
what was going
know.
on.
You-
We're in the middle of a grocery aisle.
Where are you living?
This was 7 years ago in South St. Louis.
Okay,
and
then
the
that's it.
bad.
We're very aware of that grocery
And then
store.
a fight broke out at
See,
the.
but you should know your
It's
surroundings.
like going to the gas station just off Washington.
Oh, then I giggle and I go, oh no, no, thank you, sir.
There you go. That should have been.
Awkward. It's okay that you
No,
want
you gotta-
me
you
to
sh-
buy it.
you should have
I've
been
been
smoother
at a
with
gas station and a guy comes up offering me pills.
You turned them down.
And you
I
go,
asked what they were.
I'm like, okay.
got any Adderall?
That is such a white. What you got?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna.
Well, you
get 'em,
can't
but
turn down a good offer.
That's very true. That ain't bad. That ain't too bad. I can go down to South County and get for $5 less, but I am right here, right
You're
now.
on it. You're
I
on
see
it.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I was not putting myself in a position to negotiate. However, no.
I'm always thinking I live inside of a sting. Like, I think for whatever reason somebody's dumbass decided to put a tail on me, and so when someone asks me something illegal, like, I think in that, okay, somebody's in a van listening. I need to make sure I give the proper legal answer so no one swarms, tackles me to the concrete, and you never hear from me again. So that's so my train of thought is, like, that happens to me a lot of times coming out of gas stations. And I'll just, and that's why I'm like worried about Chris, because I don't want you to get caught up. You just go, I'm good, bro.
Right.
Just got hit with I'm good, bro. Like, you knew the question was coming.
No,
like, you
it
knew
took-
the question was coming.
It took a second to process, and then
Okay, a second could get you killed, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't hesitate.
I'm not a jazz musician, man.
You got to learn to improv in these streets, man. You're going to get caught up. I'm trying to help you out, man.
What
Look
if
at
I would
Gardner.
have? What if
helped
I
him
would have
out.
applied the number one rule of improv to this drug deal scenario? Yes, and. Oh, you want some pills too? Yes, and. That's how I get caught up. Improv. You can interview me in 20 years when I'm in a federal prison. I'm
Improv
part of
killed him.
Improv killed him.
Imagine the downloads, though.
And usually that just kills people's sex lives when they do improv. So, doing a few more things. If you haven't yet, check out the Melee on Twitter at We Are Live Radio. Which of these pressing issues face the St. Louis region the most, and which is the most concerning? Be sure to check that out. Get your fair fouls in. We got David Hunn in the 9 o'clock hour. We do have a Trevu coming up.
Oh, yeah.
We have big news in the legal world. One of my Armenian heroes
Oh, boy.
is being falsely,
Oh, boy.
I would bet, implicated. One of my Irish heroes has said he's quitting
Oh,
something.
jeez.
It's rough for the kind of white community.
What a great start to the Great American Race Month. After my victory yesterday. Close call.
But first, let's revisit. There was an email from the JVL Jackal. Is that okay to revisit there, Gardner? I know we're jumping around a little bit. We have to stick to the rundown. But JVL Jackal won yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Won $10 to Buzz's Wine Grill. He was referencing something that was very important to us a few years back. You can see the email if you're watching on the video stream. Gardner, what did that remind you of?
Well, here was his email and fair or foul. And the topic yesterday was, giving up sex for a month to stronger your mind.
In honor of Cam Newton's
Correct.
recent statement.
And JVL said, foul. We know Trav isn't getting any, and I think we've seen his mental state. fact, he gave us a look into that twisted place on a show back in July. It was on the radio side. That was later memorialized into a classic 4-minute highlight tape. For those of you who are new to the show or don't remember, it included this train of thought. We've got to embrace the radical. There are radical changes I'm going to have to make in my life. I may start doing crack. I don't know. Put it this way. Not doing crack hasn't gotten me a date. That is not a strong mind. The JVL Jackal.
So JVL Jackal, you know, you're calling out my mental state. You think I'm troubled?
Well,
I think he knows. I think a lot of us know.
so I went and found that highlight, that montage.
Oh no.
And I thought we could revisit. You had a lot going. That was Magic Johnson Day when you.
The famous declaration.
Yeah, that's when the Cardinal season was falling
Yeah,
apart.
Magic Johnson.
It was hot as hell outside.
Matheny had been just let go, I believe.
It was a lot going on emotionally in my life.
Yeah, and you were not doing well.
I was not.
It seems like because
It was a very tough
I
summer.
think Magic Johnson could have signed Paul Goldschmidt to a contract
I'm
Not like
almost
that.
ooh,
Mo
you
backed
know.
him into a corner and
Yeah.
says,
Oh, Jesus
"You're not
Christ.
leaving."
Oh boy.
So you had a lot to say that day and a lot to get off your chest, and I
Okay.
just wanted to revisit it for those that haven't, maybe been around the show or weren't around the show at that point. So here you go. Here is I labeled this Travis Terrell raving lunatic rant.
Oh, okay.
And
A bit of a stretch, right?
It's a
Here it
pretty
is
bit of
for
a
you.
heavy title.
We do not
Favorite
own these
character
rights.
in the film Titanic.
The one played by Billy Zane. He jumped in front of women and children to save them.
That's a really good answer.
How can you not relate to that? No, not Fabrizio.
Fabrizio.
Hey, so if you're truly trying to get back to winning, they're going to have to make organizational changes. I think everyone, frankly, should have their heads on the chopping block all the way up to the current president of the organization, John Mozeliak. Do you want John Mozeliak in the room making that decision? I'm not going to throw a parade and give the Cardinals confetti. You don't get cookies for that. I think that the Mike Matheny experiment was fun, had its moments, but ultimately ended up being a catastrophic failure.
who's doing it?
Man, find somebody. Find out.
That is a great response to that. That is so bleeping
No, I
stupid.
don't have to have an answer right now.
You
But
better.
I can tell you who.
You better have an
But I
answer.
can tell you who should not be in there. John Mozeliak. He should not be in there.
That's laughable.
He should not be in that room. You know what? I know what the Cardinals can do. You want me to give you a name? Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson has turned around the Dodgers and the Lakers, and he could do the same for the Cardinals.
I don't think that's how it works.
Because the house of cards
Nope.
is crumbling.
At least it's an answer.
I'm getting it all out there today,
Holy-
bro. I'm getting it all out there because I'm sick and tired of you guys just placating the normal. This ain't normal.
What happened to you yesterday?
Radio personality takes down a lot of meat in the morning. Thank you, Pornhub description people. You want to go back to cab?
No,
I
it's
think we're a little bit too
priceless.
difficult on Uber driver. Look, man, you want to go back to cab? You want to go back to waiting an hour and a half to get picked up? Oh, yeah. How's that been working out for you? You want poor customer service and a person who gets you lost? Everyone was screaming for Uber to come to St. Louis. Everyone wanted Lyft to come to St. Louis. Uber, Lyft, come to St. Louis. They're filming me. Shut up! Everyone's filming you. It's Big Brother. Grow up. Sick of all y'all complaining about every damn thing. I don't want my Uber driver giving me a hug at the end of my trip. Take the damn hug. Ain't that weird with the Uber driver giving you a longing hug when you get out of his car? Hey, I don't know why crime keeps going up in St. Louis, but let's reelect Francis Slay again. I don't know why.
Do you blame the crime on Slay?
Who's been mayor for the last decade and a half?
What about the people?
This city is accustomed to doing the same thing over again and then playing the woe is me game every time something doesn't turn out right. I don't know why businesses don't want to come here to St. Louis, but I sure hope the Negroes from the county don't come down to the city and ruin our restaurant.
What?
That's why I voted for a black Republican.
See? I'm just saying, this is old hat when it comes to St. Louis. Same thing when it comes to the Cardinals. Now, I think John Mozeliak has hurt. He wears a bow tie. He goes to Brooks Brothers. He seems like he knows what he's doing. I just don't think I'm wrong. I may be crazy. Hold on one second. The Joker. Crazy. Was he wrong?
What?
Was the Joker wrong? The Joker technically didn't kill anyone.
The opening scene of The Dark Knight, he shot his partner.
Was he a criminal?
So then you're not mad at Francis Slay then?
Oh, good point. point. You got me there?
Be swayed within a sentence.
Who should be running the city of St. Louis, Travis?
Magic
Yeah,
Johnson!
right.
He literally runs Los Angeles, and now they get the World Cup in the Olympics. Magic Johnson should be mayor.
Why hasn't Magic Johnson done anything to help the 55,000 homeless people in Los Angeles?
They now get to wear
You
LeBron
can't-
James Laker jersey. How cool is that? You're the coolest
Actually, they would-
homeless person in LA.
In a
Oh,
matter
no.
of 2 weeks, you are now jealous of homeless people in LA because of LeBron jerseys.
True.
And the Thai cave boys because they're going to get to meet Rihanna.
They are! What is it going to take to get Travis back on the dating scene? I don't know. Maybe I could go on a diet.
There
Maybe
it
I
is.
should get a wig. Maybe I should start
No.
wearing wigs. Hair is in. I'm going to embrace the radical, and so should everyone else.
If I shaved my beard off, would you wear it as a mohawk?
Heck yeah. Yes, I will wear your hair. We got to embrace the radical. There are radical changes I'm going to have to make in my life.
Like what?
I may start doing crack. I don't know. Put it this way. Not doing crack hasn't gotten me a date.
President Trump will be visiting Granite City Thursday.
70, 40, what? 40 would get you to
I don't
Granite
know how
City,
to get
right?
to that bum ass city. Why
Oh,
the hell would I
take
know how to
it
get to
easy.
Granite City? How do you get to Granite City? Who gives a rat's
Is that a
ass?
real thing? He's going there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going there. Why would
Thursday.
he go to a town of stupid people?
Oh, come on.
What?
Jeff
So
Jones is from
relax.
there. Our boy JB's from there. From
Why don't
Gas
you
Five.
ask me where my girlfriend's from and where her
Yeah.
family is?
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I don't know why this country sucks ass. I don't understand like why I have to be nice to the people in Granite City when you voted for Donald Trump. How about that guy? How about the guy who sat up here for almost 6 months telling everybody and their mama that he was gonna dunk in June, and here we are almost August, and he ain't even picked up a basketball. Who crazy now? Gonna come after me? Bring it on, Granite City. You want some of this? Bring it on. Marvis Morel. Marvelous Marvis Morel.
Not bad. I'm still going to write it down.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
I'm hurting.
Oh,
I have a light sweat built up.
so
was
maybe
something.
maybe the JVL Jackal was on to something.
Yeah, could be.
What was I going
Got himself
through?
a gift certificate for that
What
throwback.
was I going through in my life?
There was a lot.
Birch said this is great in the comments. People are chewing. The audio is on. This audio is on the Mount Rushmore of Trav hot takes. God
Yeah.
bless you.
That was
Gardner.
one day.
Yeah,
Was
that
that in a
That's
one day?
Actually,
That was one
a
show?
day.
it's
That was
actually
one
embarrassing.
show.
Yeah.
We just kind of kept poking you that day, if I recall, because we were just like, we don't really have to do much.
You catch a mood, you throw listen. If you've got the tourists at the area where all the catfish come eat you're at the lake and you throw the feed in the water, you want to keep them around. You just keep throwing. You pump a quarter in the machine, throw some fish food out.
How's
there.
that Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers thing working out for you, by the way?
Still early.
Our boy Josh from
Oh, no.
Brother Lee and the Leather Jackals. Shout out to them. Travis is what one might call passionate.
Was
Can we get a
Was I
rant?
going through it? What was going on in July?
So this comment from Josh makes me think they're like a bitchin' rock band. Like, yeah, could we do like a bitchin' audio sequence with some Brother Lee in the background, where we just cut in Travis being like, "Wow," saying the things he says,
Whatever.
with
it
some
might
gnarly
be.
guitars in the
It could
background.
be.
Do you see my vision? Do you appreciate my vision?
I think so.
What did you guys do to the sound? I don't remember saying any of that. I'll be honest.
What do you remember about yesterday?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
In regards to the manic,
You're not a credible witness
That's
here.
fair.
the manic audio, the Black Sheep said that's what happens when you don't have your lines to say no to drugs.
Ah,
I like where this is at.
Maybe that's what the deal was that day,
Uh-huh.
Travis.
man, it must have been something in that coffee.
So Travis gets a little crazy, and we like to review that. Gardner, again, round of applause for that audio work.
That's a Marconi. I
It
don't know
is.
how we should definitely have won one for that one.
But let's go to hopefully what's a little happier thought.
Okay.
Recently, our friend John Pizzatola over at the Midwestern invited us over, and they're a new barbecue restaurant right next
Chris,
to
I even came
to
up with
Busch
a brand
Stadium.
new hand signal
Did
for
you?
them.
Wait, my fingers are kind of okay. So we're gonna fold our ring finger over our middle finger.
Right, you're gonna come
We're
in.
gonna go down.
Down, mid.
Wow, we are some ugly. Look at
Ma-
that. That makes us. We look
Midwest.
like swamp creatures. Okay, so you go down with the M and
Yep.
then up with the
There
W.
you go, man. I think
with
you just
this,
dislocated your hand.
this is the most athletic movement I've made in 7 years. So they were kind enough to invite us over. We got some footage of it. Travis, what are you traviewing today? Do we want to hit the audio and the video? What do we got?
Well, maybe the open first, gentlemen.
I never know what has an audio, an open or not.
It's time for the Traview.
It sucks.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Again, that's Travis's impression of Jay Sherman, the character John Lovitz voiced on The Critic, whose tagline was, "It stinks."
Oh, close.
One more time on the intro on the Traview. How's it go?
It's time for the Traview.
It sucks.
Why?
Because I thought that was it. I ain't
So
gonna
for the
lie.
Traview, Travis rates things 1 to 5 booties. I was there. I saw this happen in person. We got some great video of it. The place is amazing.
a
The
beautiful
Midwestern. So I would expect a hearty review. Peaches, like for booties, lots of those. But I don't know. You want to throw to the video, Gardner? You got a clip for us if you guys are watching at home. If not, check out all the socials. We're gonna clip this off and share it elsewhere. He's got his tongue out. Watching at home, we've got a big sampler platter. Ribs, cold schlaf over here.
Yeah, shibba-dabba-doop-dap-dee, sweep-bop-doo-dabba-doo. Yeah.
That's some fine filming, guys. Lighting in there. I'm a lighting guy.
That's a little Scorsese.
So you had the sampler platter.
I had the sampler platter at the Midwestern, and it had ribs,
moly.
cornbread, chicken, ham, turkey. I believe there was some salami, some thin, some huge pulled pork. It was a lot. It was very tasty. It was very delicious. First off, as you just mentioned, the location. Very sweet location. Now, for those who live in St. Louis,
You ever heard of Busch Stadium?
it's right down the street from Busch Stadium. Not even down the street. It's like barely half a block.
Harrison
from
Bader
the
could
Stan
throw
Musial.
from center field to the front door.
Easily. It's got to be no more than 700 feet from the Stan Musial statue outside of Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. And so it's a very convenient location. It's got a huge patio, huge indoor restaurant with just a large selection of all types of whiskeys from different regions, actually, of the South and parts of the East Coast. So the ambiance, Chris, very delightful.
There's no ham or salami on the
Well, what was those meats I was putting in my mouth? Gardner, you saw the meats.
Don't tell him.
There was
Come up with it.
So you got chicken,
Okay.
pulled pork,
I saw you nibbling on some ribs.
ribs.
Definitely ribs.
You said there was no ham or turkey?
No ham or salami.
No ham or salami. So then that was
You had some turkey.
I had some turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm 2 more meats down.
Pastrami.
Pastrami and hog butt. Did I get that one? Chitlins.
You nailed it.
Hog butt?
3 bones of ribs, 1/4 pound each of turkey, pork, brisket, pastrami, plus 2 wings.
Oh, the wings.
Cornbread,
oh, God,
a
the
side.
wings were so delicious.
What side did you go with?
I went with the mac and cheese and
See,
I think
the problem with this
potato
Traview,
salad.
it was literally a storm of food, and
It
5
was.
people were watching him eat, make noises that I haven't heard outside of a zoo or a bedroom. You definitely, you cherished the moment.
It was such a delightful moment.
Was it weird having 5 white dudes stand there and watch you eat? Oh, black dude too. Big Baby Q's barbecue, which is inside the Midwestern.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. Did you like having an audience, or were you so just entrenched into the moment you didn't even notice us?
I have been I don't like to brag on the show, but
You're not a bragger.
I have been very successful recently in
Can
life.
you name what your
in
success is?
career, and so I'm having to adjust to my new celebrity. So I've always wondered, like when Jake Gyllenhaal and J Law, they're out in public.
Who's J Law?
If you don't know, then you're not in. And when she's out eating with her friends and they're on the patio and like TMZ and the paparazzi are taking pictures, they got to keep it moving. They have to live a normal life. They know people are going to watch them, stare at them as they eat their meals. So I felt like it was a nice test run for me as my stardom continues to grow to be able to have people watch me eat, because that's just how it's going to be now as I move forward in my very successful career in life. So it was cool. It was no big deal. It is what it is. I signed some autographs outside of the Midwestern. Took some pictures with some babies. Almost kidnapped them. Kept it moving.
I hung out and had a very important meeting with one Lewis Black, a very famous comedian,
Never
at the
heard
Midwestern
of him.
the other
If
day.
you like that kind of thing, sure, whatever.
Would you say you're the most famous person that's been at the Midwestern in the last few weeks since they've opened? Most recognizable?
I think as far as like the most recognizable, famous African American west of the Mississippi, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
There's no doubt, because Rennie Knott and Art Holiday haven't gone in yet, at least not to my knowledge. So I think I'm still
Wouldn't
the
doubt
most,
if they had or
Yeah,
will. Pretty
yeah.
great. So between all the grunting and trying, what was your favorite on the sampler platter?
The ribs were absolutely just fantastic. The ribs and chicken were just outstanding, mainly because the way they were seasoned. We had the sauces on the side because we just wanted to try the varying sauces, but they were so well cooked and so well seasoned, like it jumped off the plate. Like if you saw the video for
And
those,
into your mouth hole.
oh my God, it was just a beautiful plate. It was a beautiful look of ribs and chicken. Like, and everyone knows, like when you go out to eat, the presentation is what does it. And so to have that, I would imagine if you drop that off at a table for 4 to 6 of your friends, like everyone's going to be floored because it was a platter.
That's
so
a
it's
cool
something,
place, yeah.
it's something you would have normally before your big meal. So if that plate came out and I saw that hit someone's table, I would just be like, oh, okay, now this place is the truth. I think a barbecue place, by the way, less than 600 feet from Busch Stadium is genius. Very affordable pricing. So all in all,
So this sampler platter he had that could feed a family of 27.
easily.
It's you get 2 sides of cornbread with it. Like that's another thing that I'm just like,
Portions are amazing. The food was just, again, it's been a long time since I've had some barbecue where I didn't want to leave. Like I was
900 Spruce Street. I love that location. It's
great location. And again, for those who would be coming in from outside of St. Louis, you're going to absolutely love it. I have to do something I've never done on the TriView. I'm giving this 6 booties.
6 booties? That's not even on the scale.
Yes, I am adding another booty to the scale because of the Midwestern. It was a stirring performance. It was like watching LeBron in the 4th against the Golden State Warriors back in 2016. What a show.
Respect that ass.
Oh, my.
6 booties for the Midwestern.
I respect that ass and your personality. Look, I've never done that. I've never done that with anyone before. I respect that ass and your personality.
Are you just pandering for another free sampler platter?
Not at all. But if one happens to be laying around and I'm in the neighborhood in the next 2 hours, sure. I respect that ass and that personality. I respect it so much, I won't even bite it. That's how much I respect that ass. That's how good it was. That was phenomenal.
It was unbelievable.
It felt like heaven. I loved every minute. If I could marry food, that would be it.
Should we get photo of you proposing to the Midwestern on
think
its steps?
I ain't gonna lie.
That's front page of the Riverfront Times tomorrow.
The only thing that has comforted me and my loins.
The
last
this
week-
has been a nice review. The video was perfect. You were describing food that wasn't even on the plate. You were so out of touch with everything. Do you really want to take it down this road?
If Rihanna was a plate of food, that would be her. That's how good it was. If Rihanna was a plate of food, it's like they dropped Rihanna in front of me and said, "Here's some."
He's. Oh my. Oh Lord. He dead. Matt White. Somebody call Matt Whitener. Stacy Static, where are you? Somebody. Whitener, are you available? Are you there? Oh, Trav, you back? Okay, sorry. Don't worry about anything I just said.
Yeah, there we go.
You were just picturing yourself nibbling on Rihanna.
Yeah,
and
it
you
was.
got
It kind of
verklempt.
got. I like it. Like it was an. It felt like I was there again. It felt like I was back in the Midwestern, and
In
it
that
was.
ass.
It was plates. It was a plate of Rihanna's.
Gardner, could I hear the respect that ass drop a few, like 17 times? Can we get 6 respect that asses? Go on.
Respect that ass. Respect that ass. Respect that ass. Respect that ass. Respect that ass.
Oh, he can't go over 5.
You can do it, Gardner. Come on.
Respect that ass.
He went over 5, people. 6 booties for the Midwestern. So highly recommended by one Marvis Morel. I recommend it, too, because you get to hang out with Lewis Black every time that you go there.
That's not true. That's not true. Why are we lying to people?
Famous musicians like Casey Reeves.
That's
Lewis
a
Black
guy-
finally got
they-
to meet
they-
him.
They both have families they really have to attend to most of the time. Let's not lie to people. That was so damn good.
No, I love the ambient. Gardner, it feels like something that you could listen to Arcade Fire or Jason Isbell in as well,
Ooh,
right? While you're nibbling on your
I was
on
there.
your ribs. Yeah.
It's
Great
a-
camera work, by
it's
the
a
way.
room. It's a room for that. They do have a bear there.
Gardner even avoided the bear.
I went over and took a picture of it.
Because
even.
it was not moving.
It was a vanquished foe.
It was.
Yeah.
Don't say vanquished foe, please.
Why not? Isn't that what it is?
I hope it come back to live to come hunt your ass.
Why?
Oh, you was the one who was filming me, ho? Bet.
It would talk like that
I
because it is
approve-
a black bear.
Thank you, Chris.
I appreciate they put their vanquished foe on the wall
Ooh,
to celebrate vanquishing.
No, I
such
like
a
the
foe.
custom bar. I liked the. I like all the wood from a local woodsman in the area. Everything's very cool, and I believe Atomic Dust, local ad agency, our friends there, helped out with the branding and everything. So,
It was- yeah,
six
I-
booties deserved.
And
it's a
it's-
location too that when I would go to a Cardinal game in
Yep.
the past, you need to maybe catch an Uber home.
Mm-hmm.
You want to avoid the crowd around Bush.
Yes.
Yep.
I would go.
You don't ride
west.
the bull PBR on your way out of a Cardinal game.
I would go just a little west, right in front of that place, what it used to be, and catch an Uber from there because it puts you right on the highway.
Right.
So, post game, pre game meal, you're right there.
You're right
Adult. I. It's an adult time. It is.
I
You can
think-
get your adult drinking on. You can pound some whiskey, eat some good food, and you won't have anybody puking on your shoes.
And like you want, when you come up with these type of establishments, you want to blend it right into the community. You want to put it in the community's wheelhouse. And I think that's what they did with this, in that they know folks love barbecue. They know folks love
They got
just
live
sitting out
music
on a patio. They know folks love their whiskeys. So why not put that right next door to the livest place throughout the entire year than Busch Stadium? So it's a
Great work.
brilliant move, and I think they're just gonna. It could soon become like the place to go to when you come into St. Louis. I can
Love it.
easily see that in the next year or two.
Growth in downtown St. Louis again. Congrats to Midwestern on the 6 booties.
Absolutely.
Before we break, got to tell you about Tech Electronics, this wonderful studio we're in, made possible by the people at Tech Electronics, local company that's been in St. Louis. They're located in Dogtown. And, and they are here to help you with all your tech and electronic needs. Get it? Tech Electronics.
I see what you did there.
Tech Electronics, wonderful partner of ours. You need to use them for your business or suggest them to folks who run IT departments or even with your security systems. There's a lot that goes into those. So again, thanks to Tech Electronics for the love in the studio. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back on the other side with a very real journalist, David Hunn of the Post-Dispatch. Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back.